Hello, today's topic that we're going to talk about today is where are you fishing and what to say. There's a whole bunch of conversations in regard to the type of clients that we have today. And a lot of this is just relationship building. This is nothing more than we've already talked about, but we're going to cover this today by the topics at hand. FSBO, I'm just going to read these. For sale by owners, past clients, ad calls, sign calls. And, just the identification of what's going on. Is an individual a buyer? Are they a seller, or both? And then there's a checklist in regard to those, both of those. But it's like, you just start basically, if you can't set an appointment with somebody, you should be, in my opinion, curious enough to ask yourself, well, why is that? I mean, you're not doing something. I mean, if you can't get in a door, you either, what is the benefits that you're going to generate to take and capture somebody and provide them information? That's the question that I got for you. It's like, please write that down. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can, provide people. One of the things we talked about earlier is what are the stories that you're going to get really good at? What information are you going to provide an individual? Giving somebody the opportunity that you'll be more than happy to provide them a free market analysis on their home. It's like, and then there's all kinds of language that the person that's willing to pay the most money for your home is that individual that likes it the best. That kind of goes hand in hand with the number of qualified people that I can expose your home to. There's pieces of memorized language that you will learn along the way, and you'll capture people as time goes on simply because you're going to be irresistible because you've got something to offer. So the rest of this is, right? Identify the prospect. It's really important to figure out what's going on there. Who are you talking to and what is their time frame? I always put by when. And when you're talking to somebody, you should be, in my opinion, setting them up for a tentative appointment to speak next, to get in person next. And it is a moving target, find out what's going on with that individual regarding the reason why they're buying or selling or what direction that they're moving into. It's most important to build a relationship and figure out what's going on with that client. And it changes every time that you talk to that individual. So, and then let's do the tentative appointment for a moment. So there's two stages to this. You have to first ask somebody why they're moving, and then on the tail end of that is tentatively, when would that take place? Tentatively. We're just having fun here and we're just talking. So you've talked about the why in regard to, when they're moving, but tentatively. If you were going to buy a home, when would that take place? If you're going to sell your home, would that happen spring, summer, fall? Tentatively. I mean, if we were just living in a perfect world and you won the lottery, when would that take place? What would that look like for you? If you can get this and put this in your presentation, if you will, it'll help you. And then another question that you can ask them, it's like, please get them to dream. Boy, if there's something that I said that you really need to grab onto, is that you really need to get present to the possibility of their life, what's going to work for them. If you talk about their hopes and dreams and their future, what's wrong with that? Get them to dream a moment in time where they're looking at their future. Well, let me ask you a question. If you were going to make a change, what would that look like if you could just do anything that you wanted to? I know we're just talking. A lot of people, what I experience is they want what they've got and a little bit more. Is that you? Some people, they're moving down. Some people are moving up. Why would you even move in the first place? Are you looking for something that's... Ask them questions about their present situation, engage them in conversation, and qualify a tentative time, a buy when. And just be conversational about it. This is pretty easy stuff, guys. Okay. Identify, where you're fishing. Who are you talking to? Sign call, ad call, past client, for sale by owner. What are your goals? What are their goals? What are the, you should have a complaint list, right? One of the things that I did early on in my profession is if I couldn't get an appointment, if I couldn't get in the door, if this person told me that, well, yeah, we are going to put our home up on the market, and I couldn't get in, right? I didn't have what it took to figure out how to wrestle that client down and make an appointment. It's like I immediately passed that to somebody that was more seasoned. Don't be prideful. You're going to get paid. Get the appointment. Qualify that individual. Make sure that they're taken care of. Ask about what their needs are. But gosh, get in the door. You're the most competent person to take care of them. You are. There's a whole list of things that you can ask, services that you can provide. Start making a list of things that you want to do in regard to helping that person. And if you choose not to look at a tentative time, day, date, and time, you better look at that. You won't make any money unless you have a target. Get a target, generate a target. Questions list. We kind of talked about that, and there's a whole list of questions that you can, ask people respectfully. Objections list. Anything that you can't handle, that you can't get in, that they broomed you, right? They got motivation and you can't get in that door. You need to write that down. What was it that stopped you? Don't let it happen again, please. Your call sheet, boy, that's so much fun every day, all day. You have to do it. You lie to yourself, at least I did. I was a real big, I'm really busy. And then I started tracking my calls and then writing the number of calls that I did. Most painful, excruciating thing that I did was get present to the people that I'm not talking to. That's just crazy. That's huge. Because then, after you start setting appointments, you'll be able to track your income. You'll be able to make money by figuring out, I got to talk to 62 people to get an appointment. I got to talk to 47 people before I get somebody that's a qualified individual. Keep track of your numbers. I really recommend that for the first 24 months. And it's a muscle. You must exercise it. You must get in the habit of doing that. Please do that. Okay, we're going to recap here. Where are you fishing? For sale by owner, past client, ad call, sign call? Are they a buyer? Are they a seller? Are they both? I can't get in. What do I say? There's a whole list of memorized language that you're going to get the opportunity to memorize. And at first, you'll have that on the printed page. First we start you on the phone and you'll become familiar with the language. So identify the prospect. Always do a tentative appointment. In a perfect world, let me ask you, if you could move any place that you wanted, where would you go? What would that look like? By when would you get there? A lot of people, they want what they have and a little bit more. Is that you? How many bedrooms do you have? How many bathrooms do you have? In a perfect world, what would you want your house to look like? Please describe that for me. Call sheet, track your stuff, objections, questions, complaint list, goals. My name is Michael Ross. I'm the owner-broker of Grand Rapids Realty. If you found this educational, please hit the like button and share. Please call me at any time if you have any questions. Thank you very much for watching my video.